Hello! Today we're going to talk about the bow, particularly tensioning and detensioning, and how to get the most use out of your bow. This video is probably best aimed at new players or parents who don't have as regular access to the teacher as they normally would. So let's consider ideal tension. Of course, there's a little bit of tolerance built into this depending on, the player's particular preferences as to the tension of the hair of their bow, but really for the intention of this video is for students. I like to give a general rule of thumb as if you were to imagine the middle of your bow. I often do this in store and say, guess where it is, like pin the tail on the donkey, but here's our middle of our bow. We're going to tighten it, and what we're looking for is for about a pencil's width. That does seem to some like not enough, but do remember the intention here is that we're not pushing the bow down onto the string, which would of course fail under that much tension. We're really looking to hold the bow against the string and apply tension really with our hand and our arm, and it's quite a subtle art, but look, we're here to develop that. We want to avoid the stick going straight and definitely not convex. If that were the case, the bow would be bouncing all over the place. You wouldn't be able to play into the string and execute some of those more advanced bouncing strokes, so on and so forth. So if we loosen the bow, just for again one more quick demonstration, back to loose, tighten up to about a pencil's width, and lo and behold, then we're going to be able to play. Okay, so last but certainly not least is detensioning the bow. So once you've finished practicing or playing or performing, it is of high importance to remember to loosen your bow. We see this all the time. It's often overlooked, particularly from young players. And there's a multitude of reasons why this is important. Can cause the hair to fatigue. In an extreme instance, a wooden bow may warp if it's left wound up for a prolonged amount of time. So do be really, really careful to do this. It's straightforward. You just do the inverse to what you did as you're bringing it up. So we've got that pencil's gap. We're looking to loosen it back, release the hair until the ribbon is just no longer under tension. You don't want to go so far that you remove the screw the whole way. You can see the end of the stick will marry up against the screw head here. So if you say, for instance, you see this is too much really. We really only want the bow to be just sitting there, and then the ribbon of hair has a slight bit of give in it, and that's going to be the safest way to proceed when looking to put your bow back in its case and sit till you practice tomorrow. In summary, just to touch on the two key points, which is relatively self-explanatory, that ideal tension is about a pencil's width. Do be sure to remember that. And then, do of course remember that once you finish playing, even if you're just leaving the room for a couple of minutes or half an hour or whatever it is, it's a really good habit. Just as soon as here in store, if I'm putting an instrument down and going to answer the phone, I'll detension it, I'll place it down, I'll put it away in a case, and it's safe for use another day.